matched through a juvenile court. You see, you have mayors who have outside children who are blackmailed into being compliant and complacent and doing what they're told to do so the embarrassment doesn't come to light. You have all of these things going on. You have another thing where it is just, and it's not so bad now that you have DNA tests, but you have a tradition that developed before these viable DNA tests where I don't care whether he looks like you now, you feed him long enough, he'll look just like you. And it's a way of keeping certain communities in check. Poor white communities, poor black communities, brown ones, red ones, whatever it may be. It's a means of social control, political control. So child support is used for that purpose. Also, what usually winds up happening is when these corrupt systems get to child support, they don't immediately tender it to the woman. They keep it for months to earn interest on it. The interest just disappears for other purposes. And then the woman gets the child support. A lot of times the child support is designed to keep a family down. In other words, the guy can afford to pay it, they make the woman suffer. If the guy can't afford to pay it, then they are going to break him so he does not get able to pay it. Used to be you could grow out of it. In other words, it might be ruinous to pay child support, whatever, when you're 29, 32, 34 years old, but as you get older, your income increases, so it might not be any big thing by the time you get in your mid-40s. But now they have methods for automatically ramping it up so somebody stays behind the 8-ball.
That's the part I don't understand. Like, if you're taking so much of this man's income that he can't survive,
that's the purpose.
But how is that beneficial to you being a father?
It's not. If you're not a good father, you generate juvenile delinquents or juvenile delinquency. These privatized juvenile systems then make money on incarcerating the juveniles. You have to start looking at what they're getting.
No, I understand that part, right?
But that's what they want to do. See, they want to maintain a condition of helplessness within certain impacted communities. They don't want them to be viable in terms of actually exercising power.
And another question I have too, man, is just like, why are women allowed to just like have free reign? Because it's almost like mental abuse in a sense, how they deal with the child compared to a husband. So like, why aren't there any laws that clearly states that you using the child or a next thing is denying men access to the child?
Well, see, that's the other thing too. Every state has the same rule on that, and there's an interstate compact on uniform child support. A woman can't cut off visitation for non-payment of child support. They think they can, but the law in just about every state forbids that because the interest of the child is supposed to be paramount and the input from the father is important. A lot of places turn a blind eye to that, and a lot of women don't know that, and they do it, and the guy doesn't want to be bothered with going to court anyway because it's not healthy to be down there. So no, that's not appropriate, but they get away with it. And then there's this thing again, I talked about prosecutorial discretion. The prosecutors in an area, in a district, could get involved, but they generally don't because they count on women going out to vote.